A 3-0 win here at Cheltenham. Liam, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, really good evening. I thought I obviously started the game extremely well. I really enjoyed the first 5 minutes, especially. I thought, in terms of how you want to start games, that's kind of everything that we want to do and want to be. In terms of on the front foot, playing depth in a variety of ways, and obviously producing some really high level attacking moments. And I have to say, I thought there was so much good stuff from tonight. I thought, obviously had to make a few changes at half time, but when you look at the evening, I thought, the application of behaviours and also, some of the attacking play it could have been a lot more.
You mentioned there could have been a lot more. Really pleasing to see those attacking players linking up so well together, despite Sink's very early in his career here.
Yeah, no, you just see his qualities, right? You'd be terrified if you're playing against him with his physical attributes. Look, he's obviously got bits to work on that we're quite clear that he's a terrific character that'll want to come in and do the work. So that's obviously why we were keen to get him in. So I think there's like you saw, there's so many positives from tonight. I think the bit for me we just spoke about in the changing room was actually last time talking about last season loads, but if you. There was times where uber structured and positional and a little bit rigid, and we worked really hard, I think, on that. We still want that to keep control, but you want to be fluid and you want the players to have a little bit of freedom, and I thought that was what we saw tonight. There was the organisation, but there was a freedom and a fluidity of it.
You mentioned those half-time changes. How do you feel those youngsters got on in the second half?
Yeah, did well. Bits, some good bits, and obviously some not so good bits. But that's where young players are at. And I think the big bit is seeing obviously the positives. Leo had obviously a fantastic week and a great experience. And I think the biggest bit for all of them is it's a good opportunity pre-season to have a look and provide that those minutes, and hopefully it gives them that hunger to go away and to step up and use it as a challenge to really force their way in into the training group, also around the team. So yeah, the young lads have done well pre-season.
Just over 2 weeks till the season opener at Hull. How much of these pre-season games is there a balance between getting minutes in the legs and just getting that cohesion, and how do you balance that?
Yeah, of course. I think it's we're obviously splitting teams up and looking at certain bits and certain relationships and partnerships. But I think you can do all the training, but I think the lads know their strengths inside out. So when you step on the pitch and play against an opposition where you don't know their setup, you don't know the shape, you don't know your direct opponent's strengths and weaknesses, you have to figure those bits out, which is why the games I think are so important. So yeah, of course we've got a couple of weeks, and we'll start to kind of make assessments and obviously do a little bit of work ready to go for. Firstly we've got another game tomorrow and next week, and then obviously the first league match.
Bristol City fans kind of took over the ground today. How pleasing was that to see? I'm sure they enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, great, terrific again. Obviously not a million miles away, which is it's great for them on a Friday night, and the away support's been terrific. So it was good to see them and good to hear them especially.